final step is based on your new little tiered mini objectives, right? You're going to adjust the following day's lesson plan to accommodate regroupings or reteaching based on those tiers. Sorry. So what does that really look like? Okay, so the idea being, we'll just use what I already came up with. So it's important to me that they can describe a main idea in their own words. They can describe how to find a main idea. They know the process for finding a main idea, and they can write a main idea in their own words. Okay, say that's what I'm focusing on. Obviously, we'd want to get at the evidence, but let's just focus right now. So the final step is really just to look at my next day's lesson and think through, how am I going to do a little bit of mini review of these beyond my do now, perhaps? Or how am I going to back up a small group lesson to include this when maybe I have the different scaffolds, right? Again, a lot of you are already doing this in your small groups, but really thinking it through for a regrouping. So not just assuming that the small group I already have set up is going to work well for this particular skill. Now I'm going to personalize even further by, first thing they come in, the students are going to be regrouped based on their exit ticket data, and they're going to start at different places. So again, the different things you can do, right, is just put them into different groups, right, and make sure your lesson plan covers these objectives and tiers so that you know that, tier 1 that's focusing on these, there's actually time built into your small group that hits this, versus other students that maybe just move on here, and other students that just move on to what your normal lesson would be, right? How can I get an extra 8 minutes in to cover some of these things? So remember, this is not for a full reteach. This should be about 5 to 8 minutes, something like that covers this material and gets them started and kind of primes them to catch back up and get back on point so that they can move forward. Again, it's not too different from what you're probably already doing, but it's setting it up so that you are resetting the group for this process so that everybody is in their right place on a daily basis, as opposed to just for a trimester at a time and sort of then traditional model within a somewhat grouped small group.